Welcome back to In the Garden. I am joined here by Austin with Grange Co-op, and today we're talking about succulents. Now, succulents are one of my favorite plants. They're not Austin's favorite plants because, well, they have a lot of care to take care of them,
They
right?
do, and they are very slow growing. I like growing stuff that I can actually see that they're doing something. These are so slow, it's very hard to tell. They just kind of look like they're sitting there.
Right, okay, so what can you tell us about succulents? What is like the main things that people should know about succulents?
So some of the main things that people need to know about succulents is their water schedules, how much water they need, what kind of soil they need, what kind of fertilizer they need. So succulents need a very well-draining soil, something that's very light on nutrients, that's going to drain rather quickly. It's going to be good for cactus as well. So what I brought out today is I brought the G&B palm cactus succulent mix. It's a very well draining, like I said, very light on nutrient soil, very good for succulents, cactuses, citrus, any of those things. So that's going to allow the water to drain. So what happens if succulents get a little too much water is their roots begin to rot and the edges of their leaves will begin to die and kind of become soft and gooey. That's how you know if you're overwatering. And then for feeding, you don't really need to feed all that often for succulents. They grow so slowly, need so little nutrients. I'd water in some nutrients maybe once to twice a month and very, very little. So I brought out Schultz cactus palm citrus fertilizer today. And it's one of my favorites other than Miracle Grow or Jack's palm and cactus fertilizer. That's a very good option for you.
All right, so like you just said, not a whole lot of watering, but when you're using products like this, how do you use these? Do you just sprinkle it on? Do you put it in this, like, deep in the soil?
So the way this works is this is a nutrient concentrate that you will mix with water and water in whenever you're doing your normal water schedule. You don't want to do two separate or you risk overwatering your succulents.
Okay, and so, I mean, there's so many different kinds of succulents, right?
There are millions of different succulents. A lot of them take the same care though.
Okay, and so, like, do you know about, is there any ones that are easier to take care of other than them,
I know a lot of outdoor succulents such as sedums are very easy to take care of, but you also have to be careful because they will take over your garden space.
Okay. Well, is there anything else that people should know about taking care of succulents or just having them in their home or outside? Anything else?
So succulents, I've always had better luck with them outdoors instead of indoors. Indoors, they just seem to develop some kind of fungus or they get overwatered, they don't get enough sunlight, they get too much. Outdoors, it's just been way easier for me.
Okay, well, if you guys would like to purchase a cute, fun little succulent for the summer, you can obviously head to Grange Co-op to talk to the experts and get some expert advice on succulents. Or, of course, you can head to our website at kdrv.com. Thanks so much for joining us in the garden.